coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Don't watch. Turn off the TV. Go and touch grass, please, for God's sake.
Go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them. With the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
But hey, that's just a theory. A theory.
If you're violating YouTube's terms of service, you're gonna get penalized. Cry me a mother-fucking river.
Cry me a river, I'm crashing like a blimp. The only people doing this are me and all my simps. I'm twerking in the chair, that's how I know I'm sick. Now visit me in jail and tell me I'm a fucking dick.
Holy crap! Holy crap!
Yahoo! We
Go!
Hell yeah.
But it's me, Mario.
Yeah, tell it to the judge.
It's astounding! This mortal really is something else. Look at that brilliant form! There can be no doubt. This is the true power, complete in all its majesty. This is Autonomous Ultra Incel!
Engines roar through the ash-gray skies. The wasteland burns, but hope won't die. Every screen's a twisted lie, built to break us, make us comply. They poison the heroes, rewrite the tales, turn legends to dust, leave us frail. But we're not done, we won't bow down. Through the wreckage, we'll take the crown. Steel hearts ignite, fire in our veins. Freedom's calling, breaking the chains. They can't erase what we already know. HyperDrive now, let's fucking go. HyperDrive time, we're burning the night, blazing through shadows, our stories ignite. Will all the fans come ride with me as we laugh at foolish hypocrisy? HyperDrive time, it's now or it's never, as long as they rule, let's fucking go forever. Forever. Oh, forever. Forever. Go forever.
Yeah, hello, and good morning, good early morning from me, where I am in the world, where I have had about 3 hours sleep. So apologies if I look extra knackered today, but hey, the show must go on. Straight out of hell, it's WILL. Yeah, a higher class of human, a better type of bastard, and it's drive time somewhere, which means it is hyperdrive time everywhere. So ladies, gentlemen, and nothing in between. Welcome once again to another voyage of discovery, racing through the wastes of the internet to the further reaches of our sanity on a never-ending quest to rid the universe of absolute bollocks. Yeah. So, of course, we have a lot of things we're going to talk about today. But before we set off, please ensure that you keep your brains inside the vehicles at all times with your eyeballs firmly screwed to the screen. And we will be proceeding into a couple of things today, mostly the Xbox game showcase that took place at Summer Game Fest, I believe, where all the shills were, which is weird because it was astonishingly quiet on X this weekend. Funny that, isn't it? Strange how all the mass flaggings and reportings suddenly disappeared while certain people were off swanning around at Summer Game Fest. Just something that a few of us noticed there. So, pay it no mind, I suppose. But hey, that's entirely up to you. Of course, we have people who are already here, and it's great to see you. We are gonna be looking at a lot of things, but first of all, Dementia Sweets is here. Says, I've been looking into this new handheld and we'll probably get one significantly more powerful than the Steam Deck. Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked because it does appear that Xbox did announce that they are doing this partnership with Republic of Gamers, ROG. Obviously, the Ally or whatever it's called. I really don't know any more about it than that. Wanted to stay blind for it. And yeah, I'm not sure what it means. I really didn't expect a hell of a lot to come out of the Xbox handheld rumors, but it does seem that something is going to be coming out, and it does kind of look fairly interesting. So, hey, good news for gamers, I suppose. Another option there, another way to avoid getting fleeced, hopefully, or maybe not. Maybe just another way to get held up by the ankles and tipped upside down till all the money falls out of your pockets. But hey, we'll find out, or at least I will. Many of you probably already know. So I thank you for being here as well. Anyway, I know I'm late to the party, but well, I had other commitments over the weekend. Derek Smith, pre-liked the stream. As always, you love to see it. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate you. Sorry for being a few minutes late again. Very busy night last night until well into the early hours. So that's why I look like hot death this morning. Sorry about that. Divining Dragon is here with happy non-denominational equal opportunity blessings for everybody. The kind of blessings we can get behind, and we like it a lot. Thank you very much for that, buddy. Appreciate you. Dancy Sir Spamalot is here. Says, if you go down to the woods today, you may find Bigfoot making a vlog. Oh. Yes, I see what you did there. Very well done. And yeah, we'll all be watching with great interest to see how things proceed. Dimension Sweets again says, with the Ryan emojis, time to get willed. It's like wild, but with an extra L and an apostrophe, apparently. James Hopp is here, says, what new handheld? Says it's just the same. All right. Fair enough, maybe. I don't know. We'll see, I suppose. I mean, a lot of people were just thinking it was going to be a Steam Deck. So, or it's just a partnership or something. I don't know. But I suppose we'll be able to see what goes on with that. And Dementia Sweet says access to both Steam and Xbox on one device is appealing. Yeah, if that's the only way you can get that, which I don't know, because Xbox, they're so confusing at the moment. They are just all about selling their entire console brand down the river by putting their games on everything. So I don't know. Again, we haven't seen it, or I haven't seen it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and have a look at all of that, and we'll try to get through it as fast as possible with the time allocated to us. We also have a little bit of Doctor Who to get through just before we start off with that. So all the usual stuff applies, guys. If you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Rumble, please
Like the stream.
Right, follow the advice of my beautiful and glamorous assistant there. And of course, remember, your in-flight entertainment can be unlocked by hitting the join button. It is conveniently located where the subscribe button used to be. because you've already subscribed, presumably, and join in the Grift Force, which helps me out and also helps keep the ship in the skies, also gets you emojis and all the other stuff. You know what it does. Come on. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, or you just want to help me fill up the bar and get more gaming streams, or pull over for a second because it all gets a bit too much, don't forget to tip your driver. With all of that said, then let's get into it. We've got some topics. Now, first of all, we sort of covered this on a recent episode, maybe the last episode of HyperDrive Time, but it was back then, it was related to a particular Doctor Who shield tuber, who you may know, who was basically touting the validity of a rumor of what was going to happen at the end of the episode that came out recently. And it's interesting because, well, it appears to have been slightly true. And I'm just going to go over it again because I think that there's more to be seen here now that we have the context of having seen everything that has to come from the dying, deaded, done, dusted show. So, Doctor Who actor seemingly confirms finale's original ending plans before the reshoots due to Ncuti Gatwa's departure. And it looks like it's going to be everything we thought it was. So there we go. This is coming from IGN, guys, I'm afraid. So, not much I can do about that. But here we go anyway. It says here, the original ending for related reads, open back headphones. Oh, may contain affiliate links. I wonder. The original ending for Doctor Who's just finished second season, which now concludes with Ncuti Gatwa's exit and the sudden arrival of Billie Piper. Oh man, I still can't with that. I still can't with that. Pathetic. Has seemingly been confirmed by the TikTok account of an actor who appeared in the finale. Yes. And well, we'll get to that. Of course we will. But it is also worth pointing out at this time, I don't think I've mentioned it in my recent video on the subject, that we finally have the final viewing figures of Doctor Who Series 2, 15 or 41, consolidated with all devices, and presumably including even cinema numbers, as well as anything you watched, anytime you watched it on phone, tablet, or PC across the 7-day release period of the finale of the second, 15th or 41st and final, apparently, series of Doctor Who. 3.44 million. 3.44 million. You heard it here first, folks. That is lower than McCoy. That is lower than McCoy's lowest episode. Yes, we are still punching wildly below, a good 250,000 below the series that last got Doctor Who cancelled. And, by the way, simulcast across the world so that no one could spoil it. Well, not that you can spoil something that's already rotten, but you know what I mean. I couldn't review it ahead of time. I couldn't review it on, Western American Disney time like I normally would. There was no 19-hour period before it went on TV for people to talk about it or review it or do anything like that. We all had to do it at the same time. And with all of that, plus the raw power of for about 30 or so cinema screens in the UK, we could only muster less than Sylvester McCoy. The man is vindicated for life now. This is the lowest viewed series of Doctor Who ever. They literally did less numbers in the finale than they did with Planet of the Incels, which, by the way, still was the lowest at the time rated. There's only one episode in this entire season that beat McCoy, and that was the episode that was bolstered by both the FA Cup final, TVs being on in pubs, and the Eurovision Song Contest happening on the same night, either side of Doctor Who. That is literally the only thing that could carry Doctor Who into borderline relevance again in the UK. Once. For one day. And every other week was lower than the 3.6 something million that McCoy got in his lowest ever. Was it Battlefield or something? I think it was. Just a second. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Doctor. I've got a graph, I think. 1 second. No, this is Reddit, so it's going to be biased. Doesn't matter anyway. It really isn't that important. But, you know, from the dizzying heights of like 12 or nearly 13 million at one point with David Tennant to 3.44 consolidated, even when you can watch it in the palm of your hand anytime you like, you still couldn't get the job done. There's no way Disney will ever finance this again. The show's done. This is the end. I'm sure it's the end now. Like, there's no possible way this will ever make it back to TV screens without the BBC basically having to beg people to actually watch it. So we're done. There we go. So how was it supposed to end? Well, it does seem that it lines up quite well with the story that we heard from Thurrows the other day. But let's have a look again anyway. Ahead of the finale being broadcast, film and TV leaker Daniel Richman wrote online that the episode had originally concluded very differently before Gat was. Shooty, did you know his gate was? Later decision to leave the show's title role prompted extensive reshoots for the episode at the beginning of the year in order to work in his departure. You know, when you look into what causes these situations to happen, there are a few things that line up. First of all, Christopher Eccleston. If we've all seen the clip, of course, we've all seen the clip where he says, what would it take for him to come back? And he says, sack Russell T Davies, sack Jane Tranter, sack Phil Collinson, sack Julie Gardner, and he'll come back. And of course, just a few moments before that, he talks about why he left. And he says that the reasons that he left, and I'm sure he's still just being nice, were because it was an utter shambles producing the first series of the modern version of Doctor Who. It was complete and total chaos. Like, nobody cared about it. There was no confidence in it, and nobody was organized even a little bit in the production of this show. And then when it was a hit, everybody started taking credit for it like it was them that had done it, and it really hadn't had anything to do with any of the producers or the production side of things. It was, in fact, all just because the performances were so good, according to the actor himself. Now, of course, you can't always 100% guarantee that, but you can pretty much say that that probably lines up with the shambling, chaotic production that has obviously been going on with these last couple of series as well. And so it makes perfect sense that even a guy as completely unprofessional as Shooty Gatwa would turn around and go, this ain't worth it, mate. This is not doing me any favors. I'm being hated. Everything I've said in Vanity Fair and Pink News has made me look like a complete asshat. The fans are roasting the shit out of it. Nobody is watching. And I got a gig in the Barbie movie, so I don't need to be here doing this. And so, yeah, I mean, he might be an insufferable, pain in the ass, mincing, flouncing, effeminate, you know the word I'm trying to dance around. And, yeah, Pink News, believe it. Oh, God, that article was the most cringe thing I've ever seen, apart from some of the parts of the episodes. I wonder if that's worth including in... No, fuck it. Anyway, you know, even though he is that bad, that incredibly, high maintenance, well done, he still thought that he was better than doing this show. And I think personally, I think he was out before they shot series 2, 15 or 41, because, you know, they hadn't even shot it when the reviews were coming in. He might have been still on the fence about it, but I reckon the straw that broke the camel's back was when they censored him off Graham Norton, when he said there was going to be a third series and they cut it from the show. And there you go. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, he decided he was out, and then they probably tried desperately to coax him back, and then Disney probably pulled the plug. I don't have any evidence for any of this, but I know how these things play out because I've been watching this happen for a decade now across all media, especially Doctor Who. And I know how fickle these companies can be because I've worked for some of them. You know, they are appalling, appallingly fickle, and especially Disney with their money. So there you go. So I wouldn't be remotely surprised to find out that, yeah, even as late as this year was when the reshoots happened. Now then, Richmond's account of the episode's original ending has seemingly been verified by the TikTok account of Sienna Robin Mavanga Phipps, the child star who plays Poppy, a key character in the episode. Wait a second. I got to find out a little bit more about this. Sienna Robin Mavanga Phipps. Oh, there you go. Beautiful British name there. All right. Just a little bit of research because it hadn't occurred to me that this person was actually sentient yet. It seemed to be like a real baby. So just a moment, and yeah, there's literally only pictures of her in Doctor Who. How old is she? One moment. Oh, I don't know. Let's just fucking see what this actually manifests as. Yeah, the infant, the child daughter of, like the baby daughter of Belinda Chandra, has a TikTok account. The original ending of Doctor Who Series 2 before the reshoots was that the Doctor, Ruby, Belinda, etc. are all having a big party. Richmond wrote. Now, this is what Tharies was talking about. I think it was Tharies anyway. Not that it was very easy to retain any information from Tharies because it is so difficult to look at Tharies without just reviling. And it says, Susan is seen over watching them from afar, which would have been the cliffhanger leading into a series 3. So, you know, this also lines up with the very conspicuous lack of Susan Foreman in the episode. Brave Valkyrie is here, member for 1 month, and says prayers for your father and the rest of the family. And thank you very much for that. Yeah. We are still running the fundraiser. We are still trying to amass the cash to be able to get him into, well, ideally a situation where he has a high success rate of a hip replacement and a subsequent rehab that will be required. We're actually doing quite well. We're about a quarter of the way from being complete now. We're at 3/4. So thank you, everybody. You've been amazing the last month. And, you know, if you have anything else you can possibly part with, no matter how small, the link is there. But if you prefer, of course, to just go through the usual channels and use it as a way to get more of me gaming and things like that, because I know there are a lot of games around at the moment that need to be played, and I'm still on Expedition 33, although I don't see myself really ever stopping playing that at this point. I love that game so much. Then, you know, I do need to at least finish the story. So, and do some side questing. I would be very, very happy if you fill up the bar, at least when we get to the halfway point of the goal. That is gaming time. And I'm going to have to do a lengthy gaming stream at some point today because I still owe you. So thank you very much. Anyway, there we go. It says it's unclear how much of this has been salvaged into the new ending. He added, oh, by the way, thank you and congrats on being a member for the first month. And appreciate you for it. You tell I've had about 3 hours sleep. Cup of tea. Lovely. All right, so it's unclear how much of this has been salvaged into the new ending. It looks like almost none of it. it certainly does look like almost none of it. But now the TikTok account for Mavanga Phipps, which is run by the child actor's mother. Right. Yeah, now that makes a bit more sense. I mean, that, you know, was kind of what I was expecting, because apparently parents of child actors are the worst. They really are the worst, aren't they? Has reposted Richmond's comments and suggested to the fans that it's legitimate. Right, okay, so it's not actually the actor herself, which thank God, because for a minute there I thought we had a sentient toddler who was operating a TikTok account, and that would have been terrifying, frankly. And it's actually her probably quite overbearing mother. So there you go. I guess it's necessary if you're trying to build a brand, but good God, man, let the kid learn to talk properly before you actually try to push this on him. I'm not even gonna, like, I mean, I won't let I don't want to go too personal. Obviously I'm a father now myself. I have been for a year at this point. And no, I will not be making a TikTok account or a YouTube account or a Facebook account for any child in this house until they're significantly older than whatever age you can get away with playing a baby on TV. So there we go. It says, did she film that part? Asked one fan, a comment seen by IGN. So was this actually legit? If you're posting it, wrote another. Mavanga Phipps' account has liked both these posts. Okay. Makes sense. That finale was shambles, wrote another fan, to which Mavanga Phipps' account has replied with 2 crying emojis. So the mother is acting like the child in not writing anything back. When asked to share photos of the cut ending, oh, okay, so she actually said, I wish I could, hun, but due to NDA, I can't. Yep, lines up for me. What about you? Makes perfect sense. We never saw. No, wait, that might just be a picture of him, not the Doctor in a costume that wasn't used. Mavanga Phipps' account goes on to reveal further plot details from the cut plans, which state what many fans had suspected, that Poppy, technically the daughter's daughter, albeit from an alternate reality. So she was supposed to be the Doctor's daughter. Would have been revealed as the mother of Susan, his granddaughter from the series' original episodes back in the 1960s. We were right. You were right, Dividing Dragon. You were right. Plenty of us were right. I certainly didn't come up with that story, but there was only one reason anyone would suggest that the Doctor would have a child, the child would be real, and Susan would even be in the episode. As it stands, the final appearance of Carol Ann Ford playing the original main character of Doctor Who, before the Doctor was even the main character, Susan Foreman, the unearthly child, the final shots of her in Doctor Who, likely forever, she's no young woman, are of her just pointlessly standing in the TARDIS talking to the camera and saying, come and find me. Something that we can pretty much 100% guarantee that even if they were to somehow Frankenstein this show back together with BBC's halved budget since 2005 and push this poor corpse even further, we'll never see Foreman again. Not Carol Ann Ford, anyway. It would have to be pending a regeneration at this point. So there we go. Yes, there were other people saying that it would turn out to be funny if he was his own grandfather or something. Yeah, just like Fry in Doctor Who. It would certainly explain why he lacks the Delta brainwave. Big Futurama fan over here. Actually, I'm wearing a Futurama t-shirt. I don't know if you can see it. It's a parody of The Force Awakens with Futurama characters. So there you go. Anyway, after decades without mention, Susan, played by original actress Carol Ann Ford, let me get myself off the screen here, returned for a cameo this season, which ties with the show's original plans apparently being for her to feature more in its next season, production of which is currently on hold. Yeah, baby! You better believe it. Believe that. Believe I am a Futurama fan. Anything like that, any sci-fi comedy, I love, man. I grew up on Red Dwarf, so you know when Futurama started, I was in. I was in from day one. So Poppy was supposed to be Susan's child. A fan asked on TikTok. Mother Lavanga Phillips' account replied, "Well, there you go. There's the clarification for you. The mother of Susan was supposed to be the little black space baby." But by the way, never got an explanation at all for why Poppy was the captain of the space baby ship in series 1. No explanation. I mean, I don't imagine that what's her name? Belinda Chandra would be very happy, given what happened to her, that to find out her daughter ends up being taken into space. And yes, it is good news, everyone. So there we go. This is so bad. If they had done this, it would have been the death of the show. Unquestioningly. So still can't believe we could have. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you fucking having a giraffe? You. Jenna. Still can't believe we could have gotten the perfect ending with Poppy and Susan, wrote another fan. They just don't work, do they? Their brains don't work. They just don't know how to think of quality. They can't comprehend it. The perfect ending. The most diabolical retcon ever, more like. God, these people, how can they possibly breathe? How can they use the toilet? How do they get dressed in the morning when they're this damn stupid? Unbelievable. What kind of person watches Doctor Who and thinks that having the little brown baby girl, Poppy, the captain of the fucking space babies, and simultaneously Belinda Chandra's parallel daughter with another man who wasn't, or was apparently was supposed to legitimately be Shooty Gatwa's kid, would somehow be a good idea to have that be the mother of Susan Foreman. Fucking hell, man. You're right, Spamalot. A dooba. That is derpy as fuck. In press releases in Doctor Who's behind-the-scenes spin-off series Unleashed, the reshoots featuring Gatwa's exit have been glossed over, with the actor's final day on set presented as if it could have been part of the show's original filming and the actor's plan all along. Of course it was. It's the BBC. Now, here's the article in question, of course. This was the shot that we all can't forget because we got to look at Belinda Chandra's rather lovely-looking cleavage in the scene in a nice dress, where she actually looks like a lady for once instead of a surly bitch. And nice. And Gatwa would have been there wearing a extremely gay sleeveless jacket thing, not quite a waistcoat, and they were all having a big party. So there you go. I don't know where the party was supposed to be taking place, but apparently they were all in the club. Guarantees wearing a skirt again. And there we go. Other evidence of the finale version also remains, including a promotional photo uploaded to Disney Plus showing them dancing at a party. Yep, this would have been the party with Susan watching. Well, there you go. Unbelievable. Billy Piper's hastily added cameo at the end of the episode appears to have been filmed in secret even later than Gatwa's departure, as suggested by Unleashed's latest episode, which includes an interview with the actress presented with a caveat by host Stefan Powell that the documentary series had not been told of her new casting. Yeah, well, that would explain why you get several frames of just regeneration with no face whatsoever instead of the usual morphing face effect that they use. So there we go. It's it. That's it. Done. Dusted. Fucking vindication for the fans once again. I can't believe they were going to go ahead with that. That seemed too far-fetched for anyone, really. But there you go. They were actually going to do that. They were actually going to make that the story. Very, very stupid. But there you go. It is what it is, I suppose. We have bigger fish to fry. So we will, pardon the pun, we will go on with that. Well, still an empty bar. Oh, well. Guys, chime in anytime you like as we go through the Xbox showcase, and we will continue along the track. Now, I'm going to have to speed it up a fair bit because I have talked, as always, for too long about Doctor Who. So I'll try and rush through it a bit. Don't know if I'll get through everything. So if there's anything in particular that I need to know about that I might have missed, let me know right away what's going to be happening. And Smegheads is here for 5 Will of the Fans, aka GRIFT Force memberships, baby. Thank you. More green for Princess of the Fans and Princess 2 coming soon. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, you lucky people. Doctor Who is dead. And of course, we are celebrating as we always do. And always will.
He's a smee. He's a smee. He's a smee. He's a smee.
Alrighty then, we are going to get into this and have a little look at it. Let me get this arranged a little differently there. Okay, so this is, of course, the Xbox Game Showcase, which came from Summer Game Fest, and we can begin. And there we go. Thank you very much, Smegheads. Appreciate you for that. And did that go into the bar? No, why doesn't it go into the damn bar? Hold on. Let me find a way to add that to the bar. Blah, 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 blah. All right, there we go. I can do it this way. Boom. And uafomega is here with... I have no idea what that is supposed to be, buddy. What is that supposed to be? Am I drawing a blank? I'm like completely and totally done in the brain today. Am I just being stupid, or am I missing something? Looks like the barrel of a Beretta. But who knows? Maybe you guys can clarify for me what I'm looking at here. But appreciate the something message downloading. Is that what it is? Oh, the bar filling up. Fuck's sake, Will. God damn it, man. What's wrong with me? Seriously. Get some sleep, guys. Otherwise, you will be as wrecked as I am. uafomega, you legend. Can't believe how dense I was about that. Oh man. All right, well, thank you very much for that. Fuck's sake, what an idiot. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, or if I'm too loud or too quiet. Good God, how many logos do you need? Oh, we've got to do that too. I forgot. What's this? Outer Worlds. Okay.
Do you think I care that the colony is in disarray? We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share.
Oh, man.
What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism.
Oh, no.
Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
That's meta.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and red and blue. Every last bit of my way.
Well, the guns look better than they used to.
Every last bit that I save is intended for you.
Outer Worlds too then.
The cost may be
So here's the thing. I liked Outer Worlds 1, but I'm not really into this.
you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning for you. For you.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism.
Okay, so they're really on the nose with the anti-capitalism messaging, which I don't like because the original was more, more nebulous about their stance on it. Yeah, it was always a joke about capitalism ruling the universe, and I actually didn't mind the original Outer Worlds. I quite liked it, actually. However, fuck Obsidian, because they can kiss my ass after Avowed and all of that nonsense that went on. And they want $80 for it? No thanks. No thanks. This is obviously Steam sales fodder, and that's all.
Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
See, I like the aesthetic of it. I liked the fact that they basically were at one point telling Bethesda to go F themselves with Outer Worlds, and I more or less supported it purely to stick it to Bethesda, who had completely dropped the ball multiple times in a row. But they, it looks like it's more of the same, and I don't hate it, but neither am I like, I'm not going, oh my god, no, it's not going to happen that way. When it's on sale, probably, but not until then. Play it day one with Game Pass. Well, that'll be the end of that then.
World premiere.
I hate the way Jeff Keighley stuff.
What's wrong? I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man! It's a couple of SJWs, isn't it? Good lord. I can't say. What is this? Teabagged and Lolissa?
Fix everything. Humans are problem.
Oh, man. Oh, man. It's like rainbow vomit. What the fuck is this? Soundtrack is awful. I don't get it. What are they trying to do? It's like some rainbow hyper frenetic, like,
yeah, humans are barely sentient.
Oh,
Scientists have
man.
done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
Yeah, it's like a High on Life. Is that what it's called? Oh man, I have like nothing to say about this. I don't know what to say. It's like it's going for this particular vibe. Like, haha, wow, look at this, it's so chaos, it's so much fun, wow. Yeah, it's Rick and Morty vibes, but with all the wrong stuff from Rick and Morty. High on Life 2, huh? Wow, I didn't even know there was a 1. Screw this. I don't fucking give a shit about this. Alright, so it's on Steam as well. Fair enough, everything will be, so good. Yeah, it looks like someone put a broad collection of IPs in a blender and hit Frappe. That's a good point. Now, what's this? In-engine footage. Not necessarily game footage, though. It's a black lady running through the forest. Oh wow! I wonder if Sweet Baby Ink had anything to do with this, or maybe Black Belt Gamers. Hyper competent black lady. Everybody is a black lady. Beating up men everywhere she goes. What the fuck? Like a Roman Colosseum? Oh, dude. It's like they ripped the character whole set. Wait, is she black? I don't know. I don't care anyway. She's of color. Let's say that way. And once again, guys, for everyone who doesn't somehow know, no, there's nothing wrong with people of color. There is something wrong with only people of color and the politicization of it. Is that Minotaur? Residence. A Plague Tale Legacy. Generic as fuck. I saw nothing in that. Literally nothing. Lady of color runs around, stabs a man. Minotaur title. Oh god, are we gonna get to see that after every trailer? Alright, what's this? Huh? Oh, is this the handheld? Cool. Cool way of doing it with the hands. It's pretty good. Right, so everything's true. Yeah, you know, I wanted to point out that they've like straight ripped off the Switch's little rings around the analog sticks thing. The Switch 2s. I think that's the first time I ever saw that, but I actually like the aesthetic, so I don't care. Yeah, it's Asus, isn't it? If it's ROG, that's Asus, I think. Your games. Okay. Seamless play. Download natively. What does that mean? Stream from the cloud. Okay. Hold to swap apps. Battle.net. Discord. Xbox. By controlled with impulse triggers. Nice. This is an Xbox. Yeah. They've got Expedition 33 on there, nice. So it's the ROG Xbox Ally Ryzen Z2 Extreme 24 gig memory, or the light version, 16 gig memory, 512 storage, Z2A. Okay, so the Ally X and the Ally, right? Okay. I mean, it's been like one of the worst kept secrets that this was a thing. You know, I don't know much about it. I would be interested to learn more about it. I don't have a Steam Deck, and I am rather jaded with the Switch 2 and the way that that's been handled so far. So I don't like the name Ally. That's loaded, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, it comes from reputable branding and reputable internals as well. Do we get to see a price? I'll take, you know what? Hold on a second. I wonder if we've had any kind of update. Let's have a quick look. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. There's rumors. Oh, wait, hang on. ROG Xbox Ally versus ROG Ally. Okay. So the Xbox version. Alright, so it's actually pretty good. Although it's not much different from the just standard one. It's just got Xbox branding and controls on it. An extra button and some other stuff. The rumor is it's going to cost up to $800. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not. I mean, it depends what it does, you know, obviously, but that's my principal problem with the Switch too, is that they're ripping us off.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first, and that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led
You sure about that?
the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console.
You did all that after you put players first, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you think we forgot about 2013, buddy? Do you think we forgot that you tried to have the always online DRM laden once a day check-in TV box with the camera, the NSA Dream Machine in the Xbox One, and how much of a disaster it was that you are still reeling from it now? It was the death of the brand. The only way you could possibly recover from that was eventually to come up with Game Pass and put everything on everything.
Console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally. We have always wanted you to have a unique experience of Xbox on any...
The freedom of Windows, I know, right? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So it's basically got it's an updated version of the ROG Ally that already exists. And basically an alternative to the Steam Deck. I mean, I don't know much about the ROG Ally anyway, so there you go. But I mean, it doesn't look terrible. The fact that you can play everything on it, Steam included and stuff, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000.
I mean, that is something that we've been wanting for a long time now. To have all that stuff, like it's the ultimate amalgamation of all the different platforms and different, you know, things like achievements and stuff. If you chase achievements, to have like your gaming ID like unified somewhere would be pretty damn cool. A stripped version of Windows, all the bloatware is gone. That sounds pretty good. I'm not against this. I actually think it could be pretty cool. I'd like to see more. I don't really understand what the difference is really. But I guess at the end of the day, to have all of the different services on one device, that's the dream, really. And it's also a powerful statement against companies like Nintendo that force you to play only Nintendo on Nintendo and stuff like that. And you know, if you've got your Steam library, you already own shitloads of games for this when it comes out, so that's cool. Yeah, I like the idea. I'm just not sure about it yet.
Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And
there we go. There's Expedition 33 now making me want to play it just instantly because I can't look at the game now and not want to play it. I'd say I'm about sort of 70% on this one in terms of positive and like interested, but the price point, that is going to make a big difference. It's going to matter. Although again, if you're targeting the PC gaming market, there's different rules entirely. And with that kind of power in it, I mean, it's going to make the Switch 2 look like a fucking piece of shit, you know?
Every new game you see in today's show from our partners and our studios is Xbox Play Anywhere. And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere.
They really have changed their tune since 2013, haven't they? The freedom gamers should have, compared to you will log in once a day and check in, otherwise you don't have your rights as a gamer. Fucking hell.
Where? And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real.
It's a
But it
PC,
all
you
comes
can
back
get
to
a
the
dock for it
games.
and use it as a
From
desktop.
Dead to Rights on the original.
Yeah, this is the thing, like streaming with John PWG has sort of blown my mind open about what can be done with a Steam Deck. So yeah, I need to do seriously quite a lot of research into that, because the way I looked at it until recently was consoles and handhelds are not supposed to be like PCs, and then someone sort of came along and said, actually, you know, we can do it, and we can do it quite well. So it's like, oh okay. But I haven't really immersed myself in it yet, so I only just migrated to PC like 2 or 3 years ago. Barely had any time to play video games until I started streaming them. So there we go. It's a way more machine than Steam Deck. All right, so it's better than Steam Deck. It is a PC. Interesting.
Xbox to Armored Core 6. Our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time.
That actually sounds
we
pretty cool.
both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From
You can stream from it too then. Huh.
Rebel Wolf Studio. This is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show. Interesting.
And now I've heard all that, now I'm even more into this. By the way, I have never owned an Xbox in my entire life. I really wasn't into Xbox. I just thought I didn't like the look of it. I didn't like the look of the logo. I didn't like Windows back then. I was very much against Microsoft entering the gaming space, and I just sort of stayed that way. And because I didn't get in on the ground floor, I never really adopted it at any point. The most time I've ever spent playing with Xbox controls is right now, because Expedition 33 doesn't have an alternative. So I've had to like learn the button mappings. Oh wait. Is this the thing we saw before?
Watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives. We should have feared for our souls instead.
This isn't the same.
The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them.
Yeah, this is that game that we saw like a teaser for a while back.
But I became something else instead.
Yeah, that. I remember this. It actually looked kind of cool.
Their worst nightmare. A Dawnwalker.
That's it.
Trapped between the two worlds.
Yeah, you can play differently at night and day. It's actually pretty cool when I saw the teaser.
Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
That was it. It doesn't look bad. It looks pretty cool. I mean, depending on obviously getting to see more of it, but yeah, this one I was kind of curious about. It's not my usual kind of vibe that I enjoy, but this is this one looks like there's been some actual care put into it a little bit. So, and I remember actually the quite extended sequence with the creators, and they were talking about it, and they seem to really care about what they made. So yeah, medieval blade. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Looks like it'd be fun to play if the combat is as good as it looked in that trailer.
World premiere.
World premiere. Ah, God. Nintendo's gonna sue somebody. Meat Boy? Really? Ah, okay. Meat Boy 3D Land. Meat Boy was cool though. Meat Boy, a lot of fun. Very frustrating as well. Actually looks kind of good. Nothing for me, but maybe. I mean, all the death is funny, isn't it? Ah, it does look kind of fun. I mean, Meat Boy 1 was really cool. Everyone played Meat Boy. It was like the game that kind of established rather that the indies were a force to be reckoned with again. And Meat Boy 3D, yeah, okay. Looks pretty cool. I like the vibe of that one. Total chaos. What's this one? Koei Tecmo.
Watch your back, Yakumo.
Team Ninja.
You're a wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon myself.
Oh.
It's my mission.
Of course.
My duty as a Raven Ninja.
Of course.
Breaking the Dark Dragon free has its consequences.
Yeah. Fucking brutal.
This is it.
Sayori.
Yeah.
For you. There's something I need your help with.
Well, we needed a bit of an update, have a bit more of a look at it. You there. Being a badass as always. That's a weird looking fucker. Looks as difficult as ever. It has gone completely insane though.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4. Watch out, guys, you might get accused of that being a swastika. Ninja Gaiden 4, it does look sick, doesn't it? It looks like a lot of fun. I was kind of like, yeah, this is cool when it was first announced. But nah, it looks pretty damn great. Crazy intense combat. fun. Bethesda. What do you got? Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go again. No way this is a sequel already.
Here we go.
Good luck, Indy.
Why do they always have to do that with this like orchestral versions of what was already orchestrated, but you've basically you've overproduced it, so it's just like this, and then the theme is slowed down to like 1/4 the speed it was originally, and then you have like the whole orchestra playing the melody, so there's like no texture to it. It's all just flat, compressed. Like, I hate the way they do that. They did it with all the Star Wars sequels. They do it with everything now. Anything, they're doing it with Superman as well, like the John Williams theme of Superman. Now it's, you know, it's not just dun da 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 da. Now it's like dun dun dun. You know what I mean? It's too much. It's fucking over the top. Just calm down, man. It's like we know we've got this IP that you already love, and we're gonna make it sound like we revel in it as much as you do, but you don't actually. Like, there's no balls in it. There's no passion. It's just generic fucking remix, orchestrated, hyper produced, and I really am sick of the sound of it. Game of the year, adventure game of the year, 9 out of 10, 5 out of 5, 9 out of 10, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Yeah, I know a few people who played this, and they all said the same thing. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Not too bad. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Jesus Christ. All right, fine. A new adventure begins. Is this a sequel?
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome.
Doesn't really sound good.
Enter the city of Antioch.
It's trying to do a Harrison Ford impression, of course.
Find the secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
IGN 7, yeah. IGN gave it more than that. The Great Circle of the Order of Blood. It's DLC. It's just DLC. Alright, whatever, but it's DLC, so fuck it.
World premiere.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。
What? Game Freak. They're trying to do Monster Hunter. I was going to say Mononoke, right? Sounds like the plot of Mononoke. That was literally what I was about to say. It's a fucking Pokemon game.
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
4026, you're wearing a conical straw hat. Beast of Reincarnation.
封じ後エマ、お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
By Game Freak. By Game Freak. Oh man. Okay. It looks like they're trying to do like Monster Hunter as Pokemon. With a plot like, I don't know, Horizon or something.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine.
Oh.
Because they suit their filth down to us.
I saw a bit of this. This looks messy. Yeah, this is Clockwork Revolution, isn't it?
Here's the plane in the mud.
Cool. I've never been much of a steampunk guy, but what I do enjoy. And this looks
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
You fucking mug!
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for what
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been baffled!
Lord Griswick. Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit. They were, trust your instincts, sir. Tall? Yes, sir.
Built rather slim, well, muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick. Agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you.
Alright, this looks fucking
I'm a
cool.
customer.
This looks fucking cool, man. This looks really cool.
Can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say you're touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains.
Bloody hell, man. Everyone's a wanker.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no!
I'll hurt you, you fucking meathead! I'll leave you with a busy bed of peaches!
You've either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this
Alright.
into the
Pretty much how the real world works.
They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
Well, just like living in America now, or the UK.
Want to kill him?
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed.
These look nice. Nice. Nice.
Let's go and end a few arguments.
Fuck yeah, look at these guns.
Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time.
What? Time travel.
And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us.
Wait, so
But
you
look
can-
who just found Mummy's keys.
Oh shit.
Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take
Oh
a
my
mistake
God.
and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future.
Huh.
And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Change the past. Today's the future, I guess. Control the future. Yeah. Wow.
Now let me alone and piss off.
Shut up, you cunt. Smash JT is here. Hello, buddy. How are you doing, mate? For 5 memberships. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Smash JT. Hope you're having a good day, man. This looks fucking great. This looks great. This really does look like something I want to play the fuck out of. I'm curious as to how far you can go with the like rearranging time thing, because obviously there's only so much you can program in. But I don't know. I mean, what are you really capable of? Like just one of a few dozen alternatives, or like how much does it really change the world? You know, like no one's ever really done it in a game where you can like completely change something that's also got like a story element to it, because you'd need to cast the entire world for any hypothetical, and you'd need all the memory and server space that ever existed to be able to do it properly, or you'd need it to be procedurally generated or something like that. It sounds fucking awesome. Let's see. Play anywhere, Game Pass, of course. Was there a hang on? That's definitely the highlight.
Now let me alone and piss off.
Do we get to see what consoles it's coming on? Or machines?
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players a
I don't know. Clockwork Revolution is it's published by Xbox Game Studios, Windows and Xbox. Doesn't say Steam. Kind of doesn't matter though if it looks that good.
award-winning, record-breaking,
Yeah, they certainly have picked up a few studios now, haven't they? And then they just tuck them away. They've got fucking King in there.
critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios.
Avowed?
All of our teams across—
Are you fucking joking? Avowed. Who gives a shit about Avowed, man? It was mid as fuck. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of people are turning around at the Outer Worlds and saying, whatever.
Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the
We're not
games
gonna
our
get
teams
through
make.
half of this,
So of
are we?
course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As
I
you've
don't
seen—
care about that.
ND350.
This might be
The
interesting.
predecessor. ND3500 reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log.
Oh, it's
Attempting data salvage.
Chronos.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
Recomposition.
That the orphans populating the area is highly unusual.
Ooh.
They become exceptionally aggressive.
Does that say Jedis?
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Jesus. Nasty. Bit Dead Spacey, innit?
They seem to act more consistently in
Jesus.
coordination.
Destroying the nest is now in progress.
Ooh.
Such is our appalling. Such is our calling.
Hey, it looked pretty good. Don't know if it's quite. I mean, I'm not into like horror, but I can also be swayed if it's like good enough. Copyrighted music, don't they? Yeah. So this stream's going to be copyright struck. Yeah. Oops. Do you think they do it deliberately to stop us? It's true, yeah. They do that. Alright, come on, man. I really don't give that much of a fuck about this. Just get on with it. Seasons of the Worm Cult, coming June 18th. Huh. Yeah. Everyone's just copying everybody these days. Alright, what we got now?
Mayday! Mayday! Hold on to me!
Hey, another POC.
Mission control, we're falling!
Hey, it's another lady of color.
Thomas, the ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now! Thomas, come in!
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world, to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
Hey, Kim, how you doing? How's Bowser? We're doing it again with the fucking copyrighted music. Oh my god, we are, aren't we? Another hyper-competent lady of color. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, whatever. Good God. Yeah, that looked pretty cool actually, but still, I'm sick of your DEI. And why are they always female too? Why? This isn't a job for a woman. Why is she here?
Thomas,
why is she doing this?
Wherever you are.
Aphelion.
I'll find you.
Alright, whatever. Alright, fuck it. Sure, whatever you say. I don't give a crap. What's the next one? Oh, it's more cutesy shit. Fuck that. Ah.
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
Oh, God.
She unlocked the heavenly spear. But is she worthy?
What is this? RTS? Okay. Meh. I don't know what kind of people play RTSs that look like this. It's a mobile game. Does it proper look like a mobile game? Regenerated.
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
Oh, for God's sakes, whatever. At least it didn't have any copyrighted music in it. just that same old jong 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 shite. It's not even a little bit surprising to me that people are going berserk over the Expedition 33 soundtrack. I think it's really good too. I mean, I'm a pianist, so I enjoy nice piano playing, but it's you know why? It's because it doesn't sound like anything fucking else, and everything else sounds the same. What's this? Oh, this is actual Japanese. Oh no, Korean.
만약 이 결정이 백권 국가의 특정 정치 집단에 이익을 더해야 한다면
Yeah, that's definitely Korean. That's not Japanese. You can tell from the writing. Also, the fact that it sounds vaguely Chinese.
당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가?
All the creativity is coming out of Asia again.
그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐.
Soldier man and woman in traditional feminine role.
당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가?
Notice how the man is kicking all the ass and the woman is getting overpowered by guys in suits. Wow. Based.
누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다.
Oh no. Anyway.
지정태.
지정태. Yeah, definitely Korean. Mudang 2 Hearts. Let's have a look. Mudang. A stealth action thriller set in modern day South Korea as North and South are on the verge of recombining. Oh, oof. That'd be pretty cringe. A girl who can unravel it all is a K-pop star. Of course it is. Of course. It looks pretty cool though. I bet it'll be popular here. I love Koreans here.
World premiere.
E ora olaiem loite fativi. Novo. Te kemaite mana.
Whoa.
Muite onanite waiora.
Nice animation.
Dia. Novo tua libemo iwalotaname.
The vocals didn't sound Korean to you? No, they definitely did to me. My niece watches Korean dramas on TV like all day.
Ona utalima di fema.
Plus the writing was good.
Toma tua calio, terali.
Oh, cool. Actually, I kind of like the look of it. Whoa. Another Mononoke vibe. Ha ha. Is it? It reminds me of something. I think what? Like maybe Limbo or with color. I don't know. I actually like this. I never played the original. I guess there's a one. Planet of Lana. Well, better than Planet of Anal. No, actually, that did look pretty damn cool. That looked like something really nice. Nice, sort of relaxing, maybe not too relaxing though, kind of game. You know, something easy to play, but not necessarily easy to beat. What? Fallout 76 best ongoing game? Yeah, I know it's better. Seriously, what is with this fucking word? Why is the word cozy in everything these days? Jesus.
Well, hello there. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity.
Fallout fishing.
Yes, you'll find
You did tell me. I thought you were kidding.
fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway. From its mightiest
What are they going to do? Pull up some horrible, hideous mutant sea monster?
rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards. What do you got on there, Jed? Worms. And how are they biting today?
See for yourself.
Oh, bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job.
I don't get it. Like, he's wearing a Pip-Boy, but he's also doing a TV commercial. That doesn't make sense. In universe, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails. Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this.
Cozy.
You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing...
Ah, man. Places are starting to look more advanced than anywhere else in Fallout, and it's Appalachia.
Nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Oh man, I was hoping like he was gonna eat that and then just like mutate into something. Like my voice just did. That is fucking meh. That is meh. God damn, that is meh. That is so fucking meh. I might have just fallen asleep. Am I still awake? Alright, what's next?
World premiere.
Oh god. You stole that from the Mr. Baker. So what? Solo leveling? Isn't that an anime? Okay. Multiplayer solo leveling, yeah. Is it me or all these games starting to look a bit samey? They always have the same words in them too. Arise. Overdrive. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. If I was gonna give a fuck, I already would have.
World premiere.
What'd you bring me? Oh. Nope. Nope. Not remotely interested. Bye-bye.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Good lord, Tony Hawk, what the fuck happened to your face? I suppose he's about 60 now, so...
I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced
Has he had a stroke?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago.
What's wrong with his left eye? Look, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing here, because Tony Hawk is cool. I grew up playing his games, etc., etc. But I'm just looking at the difference between like the full screen that I can see on one monitor and then the other, the micro version of him that I can see in the StreamYard window. He looks like a ghoul from Fallout.
These games have changed my life. But more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world. And that...
No disrespect, no hate, whatever. Seems like a nice dude. But dude, it looks like you walk up to him and he goes, "Hi there, smooth skin."
means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game.
Yeah.
It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends.
I don't think it's just old. I mean, it's lifestyle, of course. Poor guy. It doesn't look that good, though.
With up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises.
He's got one of those faces that looks like it was meant to stay looking young forever. And that's what's wrong, because he looks old, but still kind of like rad dude vibe, you know? His nose is like Wario's nose. His eyes, you can see like the shape of his skull. Like you squint, you can see his skull.
To come. Check out the launch trailer now.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting a slow start this point. More copyrighted music. Every time I hear that, I just think of Jackass. Every time I hear that riff, I just think Bam Margera. Hey, and you know what? No matter what you say about Tony Hawk, he doesn't look as bad as Bam Margera. Ninja Turtles, huh? Well, it had to happen. One day. Doom guy. Oh man. You did not put Doom Guy in a skating game. God damn it. Whatever.
World premiere.
Excuse me. What is this? Samurai Jack? What a girl. Again, nice animation. Seriously, this looks like it was made by Yendi Tarkovsky. I don't know. We gotta go. Alright, guys. See you later, startup. And I like the animation, but I don't know if this is for me. Fate's End. It's one of those games I can tell, like, I probably would never pick it up myself, but if I suddenly heard from somebody else, like, dude, you gotta play this, it's fucking awesome, then I would. Like, the trailer hasn't done it for me, but perhaps even one recommendation could, you know? Oh, okay. Years of War, of course. So, we're getting the remake, of course. It's going to be on everything. At last. Changed gaming forever. That's right, baby. It changed gaming forever with those chest-high walls. For the next 10 years, every single game in the fucking world had to have chest-high wall. I still, as a non-Xbox guy, have never played it. Curious to see what all the fuss is about, I suppose.
Look who decided to show up.
So PS3 era. Just these roided out Space Marines. You know what? It's better than yet another hyper-competent lock.
Think you could still find your way back home, Phoenix?
It does look pretty cool.
Looks like they upgraded. How's your baby? Let's do this.
This is gonna be awesome.
Form up!
Fair enough. I mean, nothing much to say about that because I never played it and I know everybody who has really likes it, so. Alright, what we got next?
World premiere.
Is that what I think it is? Holy shit. Are they actually... Oh my god, they are, aren't they? It's Persona. Huh. Persona 4 Revival. That's it. So, Persona 4 Remake. Okay. Man, a lot of trailers in this one.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us.
What's this? Another...
And the only way you'd ever...
Another lady of color. Another lady of color.
Is if that's what we wanted. As
Yeah.
smugglers, we deal in the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other.
I hate this style of 3D animation with the ludicrous over the top, like, caricature faces. They make me so irritated. Sea of Thieves, right? Yeah. Okay, don't care. What's this?
Not even close.
invincible, huh? Cool.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
I'm not your son.
Am I watching the Ripper?
I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you.
Oh, it's a 2D fighter. Huh. More good news for fighting game enthusiasts then. Between this and Marvel, whatever it is. Huh, okay. Comic book tag fighters are having a good time, aren't they?
Need a hand? Might want to look up.
See how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What else we got? Square Enix. Oh, of course. Hey, this is a remake. I played this to death. Hey, Leviathan? Will you stop changing stuff? Bastards. Just make the original again. Oh, finally.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Oh, right, okay, cool. Oh, Steam as well.
There's no one to save him now.
You will answer for what you've done!
The flames are around, and thank God has won.
Ah, sure ain't Expedition 33.
Cannot endure a second claim upon her being.
I still feel nothing for this. It's so disappointing when you look at something from a series you love and it doesn't piss you off, you just go, meh.
By you.
World premiere.
More Double Fine, okay. Tim Schafer. What is it about? The guy's called Tim and this art style. Wait, are you playing as a lighthouse? Damn, we're only halfway through. Is it all trailers, or are we gonna get... Oh no, there's like a whole interview section, I guess. But I just have to watch the trailers for a few more minutes and we're basically done. Okay, cool. Alright, we'll still finish on time then. Still a bit of time for debriefing, I guess.
Games like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will
He has lost a lot of weight. He has lost a lot of weight. He used to be huge.
Celebrate 25 years of Xbox.
Well, not
with a
huge,
new
but he used to be big. You know, he was a bulky man. He's completely, he's lost tons of weight.
The next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like
there have been some pretty good trailers in this. Some absolute pap that I don't give a fucking shit about, but also, you know, a sizable chunk of it was pretty damn good.
In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I cannot ever forget just how happy I was when Remake came out. And how angry I was when it ended.
To our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release.
They didn't exactly debut it on Xbox. Debuted on, like, NES. What are you talking about?
Our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
It's Call of Duty, isn't it?
World premiere.
Why's it got a butterfly on it this time? Yep.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of our mission in action. Let me introduce.
That's the guy from Heroes. That's what was the kid? Peter Petrelli, Milo something, Milo or whatever.
To our esteemed visionary.
That's weird. What's he doing in this?
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kerins, CEO of the Guild.
What the fuck does this have to do with? Man, this franchise has way too much money. Is this actually?
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this? This isn't Call of Duty. This ain't Black Ops. What the shit? Black Ops 7? God, how many more of these goddamn games are we gonna keep going? Dude. That's it. That's the direct. I don't care anymore. Fucking hell, man. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? That's insanity. That's got nothing whatsoever to do with Call of Duty. What the shit, man? You are completely out of ideas. Completely out of ideas. So you got to borrow bits of like Doctor Strange and the Matrix and bruh, what the shit was that? Man, I'm so glad I don't care about those goddamn games. Wow, what the fuck was that? So yeah, anyway, there you go. That was your Xbox showcase. On the whole, I'd say pretty good. Maybe sort of 6 out of 10. I mean, I know I watched only the stuff I was sort of interested in, so there's that. But there we go, guys. Thank you for checking out HyperDrive Time, episode 65, I want to say. We are, of course, going to be shutting it down now. I guess a bunch of you guys going over to Hypnocast or whatever. I'll be back in about 12 hours time with WTF Live. We will be talking about this and about Doctor Who and about some other stuff. And yes, no, there was no Elder Scrolls 6. That sucked. But there you go. Damn, man, the bar suffered today. Oh, well. I guess there it is. But we still got all to play for later. But, yeah, that was that Call of Duty trailer. What the shit was that, man? That is just nonsense. What? Like, did they not learn anything from Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare and all that crap? Now it's like, what is this? What's this got to do with, like, being a soldier and fighting in war zones and stuff? I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess you can do that in any setting, but it doesn't exactly seem, like, conducive to brand recognition. I thought, well, it's got to be COD. Then I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, this could be absolutely anything. You got the guy from Heroes in it. I just I don't know. Just utter trash. COD is dead, man. But there you go. Anyway, that was it. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. There were a few things in there that I really liked. Obviously, Clockwork Revolution is the total show stealer. The ROG Ally X Box X, whatever it is, looks kind of nice, kind of tasty. What else did I see? Oh, Dawnwalker, of course, that's cool. Meat Boy, that was pretty cool. Obviously, Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out. I have no idea what that Game Freak thing was. It really is. It's just about... Oh, and of course, we got Outer Worlds 2, which I don't trust Obsidian anymore, so... There it is. Anyway, thank you guys for checking it out. And special thank you to Ray Valkyrie, Smegheads, uafomega, and Smash JT for tipping the driver. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, back in 12 hours with WTF Live. Till then, have a good one. I'll play the credits. Perhaps I will catch you in Hypnocast as well. I'll probably set up the raid to go over there as well. And I'll catch you on the next one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.